Aftercluv. Estamos desde la semana del Amsterdam Dance Event con Dannic. Dannic, how are you?
Really good, thank you, gracias.
Thank you for seeing us, for taking this talk with us. And tell me a little bit about, of your perspective, the importance of ADE.
ADE to me is like meeting people. Actually, of course we have Miami WMC, but it's more like the party version. And here you can actually, if you walk out here, will probably run into W&W or Bass Jackets or whatever, and that's the good thing about ADE. And also a lot of business people here, so you can actually have great meetings and you can actually get things done here in ADE.
So we've come a long way now. Tell me about the evolution on your music and in your career.
Well, I started my own label after the stuff I did was revealed, of course, and there was time for me to show my own sound, the funk sound. And it's going really well. Yesterday we had the label night for the third time in ADE, and it's crazy. It's just I'm really it was like a big dream come true for me to have my own label. And then sound-wise, yeah, of course I still have that funky Dannic sound and the progressive stuff. Just finished a new collaboration with Hardwell that's coming up. And what else? Yeah, I'm doing more like housey stuff on spinning right now with nice vocals. So Tender Love and Falling in Love are the last songs that I'm really passionate about. And I'm just like, I have new energy in the studio. I'm really happy with that.
So you talk about this funky sound, this progressive, this housey. How can you describe, like for the people that doesn't know what this means, your own sound?
Groovy big room. Groovy big room is my sound.
Okay, when you first started, who would you look up to in the music industry?
First, when I started, it was all Fedde Legrand and Funkerman at the time. I was because of his groovy style. Of course, Put Your Hands for Detroit and all those tracks, and Let Me Think About It. And then after a while, of course, Tiesto's from the same city as where I'm from, so he inspired me a lot too. But of course, my best friend Hardwell was one of the main idols that I really looked up to, and of course he helped me with a lot of things because he was further in his career and he's like, no, you should do this or that. So that was definitely a big help.
How was his deal with Hardwell? You met him in the industry or were you best friends from?
No, actually we just met in a bar drinking beer.
Wow.
Super crazy, and we just shared the same passion, and we started talking about music. And then you had like MSN Messenger, and we were like talking on MSN Messenger about tracks, and he was already producing. I was DJing. So he kind of introduced me to, you should produce music, you have talent, because I had some ideas about making tracks and stuff. And that's kind of how we grew, and I was there when we had the first release on Revealed and everything. So that's, to me, it's like the best dream come true, to have your own best friend who shares the same passion, and yeah.
And it's really good to party with.
It's really good to party with. He's crazy to party with, that's for sure.
Okay, so you achieved so many great things in your career. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you?
Yeah, it sounds cliche, but Tomorrowland main stage, first time, for me that was the biggest dream come true, and I was nervous as crazy. I was like shaking. I think you can look it up on YouTube. You can see me like shaking behind the DJ booth. But that was definitely a highlight for me because that kind of kick-started my career for the whole world. People started to recognize me. So yeah, that's definitely the highlight.
Okay, and now what's the next big dream?
Next big, I keep on dreaming for sure. I would love to have my own label nights all across the world. So right now we only do it in Amsterdam, but it would be amazing to actually take all those young talents and bring them with me on tour. And for the rest, like I wanna have that one track on the radio that people can actually listen to. That would be great. So I can show my mom, like, hey mom, I'm on the radio. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be really great. So, talking about collaborations, you tell me about one with Hardwell. Are you having any more coming?
Yeah, one with Bingo Players. Those are actually guys that I looked up to when I was just starting out, and the good thing about Bingo Players, they're really into like the clubby sound. So that's what we're aiming for. And then I'm doing a lot of solo tracks as well. I have new tracks coming up on Revealed, so maybe the Revealed fans will be very happy. So that's more the old school progressive house sound of Dannic. And of course, I'm gonna keep on releasing stuff on my own label, which is just for the clubs and the festivals.
Talking about your own label, for the people that want to send you music, how can they do it?
You can send it to djdannic@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's my personal email, so
And you're supporting new artists.
always that's why we started the label as well. There are so many talent out there who just need a platform, and I want to help them, and I also help them finish the tracks and mix and master everything for them, so that's the least I can do.
It's really, really great, the job you're doing. So, Dannic, what's the best thing about electronic music scene?
That it brings people happiness and just maybe an escape from all the stress in their lives, and just for a moment, or like that's the most important thing about music in general. But also electronic music has so much energy and so much feelings. That's what I see in all the faces. Like yesterday, for instance, all the fans, they really excited about the tracks, and they know all the tracks, they know all the lyrics, and then when you play a new track, you're like, wow, what is this? And I love that. I love the vibe that goes with electronic music.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you. So anything you want to say to your fans?
Yeah, I want to say thank you so much for always supporting me, and I hope that you're gonna love the new music that I'm gonna put out, and muchas gracias. See you really soon.
Thank you very much, Dannic. Have a blast here at ADE. Y bueno, ustedes ya saben, suscríbanse, prendan la campanita, que todavía tenemos muchísimo más desde AD. Así que nos vemos pronto aquí en Aftercluv.